What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Awakening World. I'm Love Coach Scott Katamas, and tonight is one of those wonderful evenings where we get to collaborate with our good friends at Soul Search. And Soul Search is the place to go if you're looking for psychics, healers, channels, and all the wonderful ways to raise consciousness and heal. And so we're going to be learning more about Soul Search. And the way we do that is by connecting with my co-host for the night, the lovely, wonderful Barbara Tintori. Welcome, Barbara.
Oh, Scott, it's so beautiful to be here again and to see all the messages in the chat of all of people who love to be with us. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. It's a beautiful thing. Now, tell for anybody watching, and welcome to all of our friends on Facebook and YouTube who might not be familiar with Soul Search. Barbara, tell them a little bit about what Soul Search is and does.
So we are an online platform for spirituality and consciousness. I call it the candy store for spiritual seekers. You can search for practitioners of various modalities. You can search for all of the live enlightenment expos that we hold all over California and beyond. We're going to be posting our 2026 schedule very soon. You can look where you can get live readings. You can research Soul Search TV, our free to download streaming channel for all things consciousness and for all of the many live events that you're going to hear about tonight as well.
Fantastic. So you find out more by going to soulsearch.io, soulsearch.io. And for those of you who are new to our show, we do something kind of fun. We combine wonderful presenters, usually inspirational, with music. And so we have wonderful live musical artists with us, as well as our presenters. And tonight's presenters include a new friend. This is Chris Valentine, who's going to be sharing with us all about nature spirits. And Kat Kopp is with us. She's also a new friend. And Bob the Psychic, who will be doing psychic readings for some of our people that are in the Zoom room. Really happy to have coming back with us Victoria Shaw, and she's been on the show many, many times, so she's now officially a favorite. A little bit later, Ragini Mishra is going to be with us. And of course, Barbara will be periodically sharing with us about Soul Search. And as I mentioned, we always have wonderful music. And tonight we have Rhea Mana coming back. She is also one of our favorites. She'll be playing a pair of songs for us. And our house musical artist who always gets us started. This is my co-pilot, my good friend, Mr. Omashar. And he's going to get us started right now with his first musical offering. Oh, and of course, Desiree. Ah! I forgot to introduce Desiree. Um, and I hope I didn't blow your.
No, you just remembered. That was the good thing.
Remember doing a theme of remembrance this week.
Nah.
So
Yeah. What is it? I think it's St. John's Wort we need.
yeah, exactly. Desiree is our energy signer who is going to do some energy signing along with some of our presenters and certainly with Omashar. And also she'll be working with Diara doing our prayer in a little bit. We always do a prayer during the show.
Where's young Diara?
Where is Diara? Let's go ahead. There she is. Here she is. So I'm going to actually leave. Whoops! Somebody took her off real quickly. There she is. All right, breathing. So we're going to move and groove to the music. I'm going to leave Desiree and Diara up, and Ellen and Troy is all ready to go. So, all right, here we go.
Take two. I'm finding it harder holding on to what's gone. Then there's the future. What if we never get that far? I know it may sound crazy if I say not much is real. So tell me inside, how do you feel? This is the time to break the mold of the old and dysfunctional way we have lived our lives so far. How much longer can we hold on to that which tears us apart? So free up your mind, open your heart. No longer can we hold on to that which tears us apart. So free up your mind, open your heart. And finally free from self-disguise, I rise from the ashes of the me I used to know. You know that I am a dreamer, and I would like you to see that I am dreaming a new reality. Please show me how to reach you and strip me down, let go my mind. I am naked and blind.
Wow. We're in gallery view where we are twinkling our beloved Omar Shar for that beautiful, beautiful song.
Thank
And
you.
once you get going, look at Omar Shar, what we got going on here. Look at it all together.
Far out. Well, just for that, you can have this. There we go. Elves and fairies. Gerald, I like your new name, brother. And oh, look at my beautiful. There's my fan club right there. Love you.
So for those of you wondering what's going on, we really are a family. And so the two sisters
The
are
Frank
visiting
sisters.
the wild monk of the mystic monastery. Are you visiting him or is he visiting you? You're visiting him. That's what I
Yeah, we
thought.
have Charlotte and Jennifer and Gerald. Gerald, the
Uh,
mystic monk. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And actually, Jennifer's a rock star in her own right. She just has released a couple of amazing songs with her band up in Canada. And yeah,
Well,
I know, right?
when are you gonna do it on ping me? Let's figure
Well,
it out.
she's pretending to be a dark horse. So hey,
Well, let's talk about having you on the show. That'd be really, really fun. Our audience would love it.
all right.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, our audience also loves Barbara Tintori. Look at that bright, beautiful energy that she brings. And she is going to introduce our first presenter of the night.
How can I not have smiles in this evening? Boy, the mystic monk knows how to get down. That's all I can say. It's really amazing. And that song, Omashar, in this week of this full moon energy of release, every word just resonated so incredibly. So, oh, thank you for
Thanks,
that.
Barbara. Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. And speaking of absolutely amazing, I'm so excited to introduce someone who I am so happy and grateful to consider a dear, amazing, wonderful friend. We have so much fun at our Soul Search Enlightenment Expos. Chris is with us. He is family, and it's never a dull moment when we're together there. We get into lots of really wonderful mischief, and it's amazing. So I'm so happy you're here tonight and that I'm here to introduce you. So for everyone who does not know Chris already, Chris Valentine, along with being a powerful nature communicator, is also an author. He's a television personality and host. He's a writer, director, and executive producer of 4 television series. He is a busy guy, thankfully for all of us. Chris is the co-author of several best-selling books on nature spirits, including A Gnome's Story, Seeing and Sensing Gnomes, The Magic of Gnomes and Leprechauns, and the newest book, Magical Powers and Mystical Beings. Chris knows firsthand that gnomes, elves, leprechauns, and fairies can change your life for the better. And he speaks all over the country, teaching people his fascinating methods on how to see, sense, feel, and talk to them. And he's going to do that with us tonight. I'm so excited.
Barbara, that was the most incredible introduction. I think you were on my IMDb page. I think you're on every single page that's out there, and you picked it all up. So thank you for that, because you weren't even in the pre-interview. And the host said, "What do you want to talk about tonight?" And I said, "I want to talk about the nature people." So you nailed it. And I'm so excited to be here. And you know, I love you so much. I love the whole Soul Search family. We see you every single weekend. So everybody that's watching, please check out soulsearch.io. If you go to every single city on their list, we will be there. And when I say we, I am talking about my partner, Dr. Von Laar. We are both usually at the first booth when you come in the main doors every weekend, Saturday, Sunday. We tend to start 2 hours before the show opens, as you know, and we tend to stay till midnight. The show officially is from 10 to 6, though. And we will be in Burlingame and Reno coming up and all the other cities for the rest of the year and 2026. So we look forward to seeing you. And if I could, before I start talking about the nature people, I did want to mention Dr. Von Laar, who I'm working with every single weekend. He is a master clairvoyant, somebody who you absolutely, if you haven't got a reading from yet, you're going to want to. It is off the charts amazing, because the first thing that he does, the first thing that he does, that was him, but yes. The first thing he does, by the way, when you sit down in front of him, is he looks at a color off your right shoulder, which represents your path in life purpose. And with Dr. Von Lahr, you don't need to say or do anything. He focuses in on that first because it gives him a well-rounded view of who you are as a person, and he goes from there. Your path color, which we do sometimes, he'll pop in during my lectures every weekend and give everybody their colors. And it's so amazing because it's so specific to what you have done up till now in life. And some people are also transitioning, they're retiring, they want to know what's next. That ties into your path color, which also ties into your archangel. And he sees your archangel standing behind you when you get a reading with him as well your master guide. And your master guide and your archangel are with you life after life. So they know why you're here this time around. They know what you're trying to accomplish. That is who he's connecting with. He is also a clairvoyant medium.
Chris, I'm going to
Yeah.
comment because he's not here.
Yes.
You are. And we've
Okay.
got such little time. I'd much rather you share with us about you and the nature spirits.
Absolutely. So I am the co-author with him on the first 4 books in the world, channeled from the nature spirits or nature people, as we like to call them. So you don't have to be a clairvoyant to see them. They're right here on the physical plane. I've gone to almost all 50 states teaching people how to see them in events just like Soul Search, right there in the room. They are made of etheric energy, which is also known as our health aura. So we have that energy with us. It is a kind of a blur. If you're like a massage therapist, for example, you'll have a lot of that energy. So you'll see that aura go out a little bit further, and that's because they have so much extra healing energy they want to give it up to others. So they tend to be drawn to the healing arts, massage, and things like that. That is the same realm the nature people are in. And one of the best ways, of course, you can connect with and see the nature people is to go outside. Some people live in apartments or have balconies. You can put plants out on your balcony. You can bring plants into the home. The nature people will come into your home. And gnome is one of the main nature people we first channeled in the first book called A Gnome Story. That is a German word for house spirit. So they will come into your house. They are only good. They are akin to angels. So they have no ego. They only want to help you. And one of the first things that they want to do is help you, possibly inspire you to organize your home. They like a clean, tidy home, good energy. Open those drapes, let the sunlight come in, let the fresh air come in. We're coming into fall weather now at the moment, so this is a great time to air your house out, invite the nature people into your home, leave the back door open. Invite the fairies into your home, invite the elves. We have been working with leprechauns in the last 48 hours, which is extremely exciting. If you listen to us on Coast to Coast, they usually have us on during St. Patrick's Day weekend. And that is where we talk a lot about nature spirits as well and how to connect with them. Another great method that I like to tell people is go in your garden, give each area a separate name for the type of nature people that you want to connect with. One area could be for the gnomes, one for the elves, one for the leprechauns, and then, of course, in the trees, you're going to have the fairies. That's where they like to hang out. And by the way, once you start talking with fairies, I mean, some of you I see on here are very, very connected to fairies, like Miss Pittman, who's doing an amazing job right now. She has a connection to pixies and fairies that I see. But she is somebody that would probably, if she started talking with the fairies or you, once you start that conversation with them, they're so excited that you're communicating with them, they will not shut up for the next 6 to 8 hours. So they are wonderful to learn from, gain information from. And the thing about nature spirits is they live very, very long lives. So what that means is they remember you from your past lives. Everybody has 2 gnomes with them, whether they realize it or not. And gnomes are connected to earth nature spirits or earth. But basically, they live thousands of years. So when you start to see them in the garden and connect with them, they are so excited because they remember you from your past. They know your personality, they know what you like to do, and they want to help you. Each of the types of nature spirits has specific things that they like to do, which we can go into. There's also different ways you can help yourself see them. One of the ways is using miniature colored Christmas lights in your garden. So if you have a section set aside for the gnomes, The colors that they resonate to, which will help you see them better, is red and green mixed together. So you get those miniature Christmas lights that are in the stores right now, or you can get them online any time of year. Place those in the bushes and the trees. What they will do is use that energy to help them come in clearer for you to see them. And usually the first gnomes that you will see will be the elders because they're very protective of the women and children. So you'll see long white beards and you will see those red and blue conical hats as if you were at Home Depot. They really portray them exactly how you will see them in nature. They're about a foot to a foot and a half tall. And remember, they're not going to come in as dense as you and I. They're going to be more etheric. So they're going to blend into nature. But how you know you're not making up the whole thing is ask them to move. Sometimes when you turn away and you look back again, they will have changed their shape. They do have to slow down their energy for you to see them because they're vibrating at a higher frequency. So they do have to make some effort. But by you adding those Christmas lights into the garden helps them so much because they'll use those colors. And again, you'll see the red hats, you'll see the white beards. Ask them to wave and they will do that, and then give them something back. It's like a trade kind of thing where when you're working with nature people, they actually are the ones that are leaving you those copper pennies on the street all the time. And they say, why aren't you guys picking up those pennies? We left them for you. And then as a nice thing, you can also leave pennies for them. So after we do the soul search with Barbara and Tangela, what we like to do is give back and we'll throw some pennies into the gardens of the hotels or the expo area to thank the nature people for such a wonderful show and all the good energy and good vibes that we had at the show, because they really do make things flow so much easier. One of the things they can help you with is find a soulmate, which is one of the things Dr. Von Lahr does in the readings as well. They can also help you in your job situation. And then moving on to elves, the colors that they resonate to would be green and white. And not just white lights, those twinkly lights. And Miss Pittman, I want to see you do some twinkles there. Excellent. They are the ones that resonate to those colors. So, you know, at Disney World or Disneyland, you have those twinkling white lights in the trees. That is exactly what you want to do if you're able to get those lights that kind of sprinkle on and off mixed together with the green. The elves are usually the hardest to see. They're the most shy. They are the keepers of wisdom. And I was telling Scott earlier, I didn't get any feedback yet, but I'm feeling he has a strong connection to elves and to some other mystical beings like dragons, which we talk about in our classes that we do in Burbank, Marriott Hotel. If you want to learn how to see them and connect and become more clairvoyant, we have classes as well in Los Angeles. And they're always 2-day classes, Saturday, Sunday. A lot of people fly in from Phoenix area, Colorado, Chicago, wherever. It's right there at the airport, so you don't need a car. And it's a small group of people where we do workshops like this live in person as well as lectures. So it's very interactive and a fun experience. So if you go to our website, mistoftheoracle.com, you'll see all the upcoming classes. We have a brand new one on color for the first time and connecting with the higher realms. The higher you go, the brighter the colors get, which is the same with archangels. When you see an archangel standing behind somebody, they are so like fluorescent bright light. That is what we're teaching people because colors is another universal language of God universe. He also communicates in geometry. He also communicates in numbers. I'm a numerologist expert as well. So usually people during the lecture ask me what these numbers mean, and I'll be able to tell you as well. If you have anybody today that are seeing number patterns, I'd be happy to help you with that tonight. I just remember that. And last weekend we were in Napa, Sonoma, and Santa Cruz, and everybody's getting number patterns right now, as well as we're in a cycle of purge, which Barbara mentioned and Tangela was mentioning in there. We're in many different cycles, but right now we are getting rid of a lot of things, which can help you with the gnomes, getting rid of things that you don't want in your house, clutter and things like that, unloading, freeing up, and getting ready for the next cycle. Now, if you want to connect with leprechauns, and they are extremely magical because they're one of the few nature spirits that connect higher up into the astral plane. And that is how they do magic. Sometimes people say, I know I left the keys on the dresser. I am 100% sure. And you go back there and you just can't find them. You look all through the house. And then 3 or 4 hours later, guess where the keys are? Exactly where you knew you left them. That is an example of glamour. It's an old ancient word, which means the object is still there, they're just kind of shrouding it. And the whole reason leprechauns in particular do that is because they're trying to get your attention. They want you to say those magical words, "Who did that?" Once you do that, you will have the magic of the leprechauns with you, and you will notice your life change overnight. And then to gift them, they do like spirits. So you can leave a small little glass of liquor out on the patio, or gold, real gold, or even broken leather goods that you're not going to keep anymore, jewelry. Just make sure whatever you're giving them, you're really going to give them and not take back. But this is like that give and take. They're going to help you in magical ways. You're going to notice these miracles start occurring. Those are many times the nature spirits or nature people. When we channeled the first 4 books from them, we allowed them to have a voice, and we did not change one word. So these are really thick books that you can get on Amazon. And we did some of our channeling, like I did a little bit in each of the books. Dr. Von Lahr is the main channel, but basically it is all them talking. And I would transcribe the words, and even in their accent. Leprechauns really do have an Irish brogue accent when they're talking. Like our musician here from possibly England, he sounds like we have nature spirits from England and Wales and Scotland. And if you go to Ireland and places like that and you ask them, how about the fairies? Do you see the fairies? They'll go, of course we see the fairies. This is like everybody sees them there. That is part of their culture. And when you have that belief already in you, and most children do, it makes the whole process so easier. When we have children sit in the front row and we're teaching people how to see nature spirits live in the lecture room, at Soul Search and places like that, the children are the first to see them. It's because they haven't been programmed by society yet to not believe that they're not real. They are 100% real. A lot of times the imaginary people of the children are nature spirits. And then I'm going to
Chris,
say,
Chris, you have so much wonderful information to provide. And we're already way over time, and we've got so many other people to hear from. And thank you for your homeopathic dose of them. And again, everybody, you can learn more by going to MYST, spelled MYST, of the oracle.com. mystoftheoracle.com. Learn about Chris and his partner Christian and all the things that they're doing. And of course, their different radio shows and all the different ways that you can connect with them and their wisdom. And of course, come see them at Soul Search. I know that he'll be in Reno, and I'll actually be at the Soul Search in Reno in a couple of weeks. Chris, thank you so much for all that you provided to us tonight.
Thank you, Scott. I so appreciate you. And give me some validation. Do you feel you have a connection to nature people or nature spirits?
Absolutely.
Of course you do.
Of course we do. Thank you, Chris. And
You're
thank you, Desiree, for your very keeping up with him. I was impressed. That was like a new form of calisthenics. So energetic calisthenics with Desiree and Chris. It's a new feature on the Awakening World. All right, well, taking a breath, and an ongoing feature of the Awakening World is wonderful musical artists. And one of our favorite musical artists is Rhea Mana. And before I bring her on, I just want to let everybody know that she has an amazing gift for helping people really tap into their voice. Now, you don't need to be a professional singer to experience what she has to offer. And she is doing an event with our friends at the Shift Network, which we're going to learn all about. And it's a wonderful opportunity for you to take this course where you can cultivate your voice. So I wanted to put that out there right at the beginning. And here she is, our dear friend, Rhea Mana.
Thank you so much, Scott. It's such a blessing to be here, and it's such a blessing to see you. And whenever I see you, I'm just so grateful for the wisdom you hold. And thinking of Chris speaking about your connection with the nature spirits, I see you as this very wise wizard, and this good wise wizard who holds space for us to remember who we are and find our way back home to ourselves and our community. So thank you for stewarding this space and having a heart full of so much love and generosity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And tell us about what you're going to be doing on the Shift Network.
Well, the class is kind of well timed after Chris's speaking about the unseen world. We develop our voice through singing to the earth, and why it is important to sing to the earth. And in cultures of old, they would sing for the harvest, for the rising of the sun, for births, for the health of the community. So this 7-week course will be all about building that relationship with the earth through song. And when we offer our voices to be part of something greater, it's incredible what happens. We offer our voice for the empowerment of the land, and as a byproduct, our voice gets more clear, our voice becomes stronger. And we're going to be going through this process of connecting with the elementals, learning the chakra correspondences of the body, and how to turn our body into this sacred temple that then our voice has the capacity to speak reality into creation. And we cap off the course with the class on the army of singers. There are stories in the Bible and throughout ancient texts that talk about an army of singers that goes before the army to win the battle before it even begins. So it's a call to all of us to come join into the army of singers, this choir of angels, to bring the new earth frequency so strongly anchored onto the planet. So that will be the course with the Shift Network.
Beautiful. And when does it begin?
It begins on October 22nd, so right around the corner.
Great. All right. October 22nd. And I'm putting into the chat box where people can learn, and we'll also take a look at the website right after you share with us a song.
Thank you. So this is a song for the water, also to calm our emotions. And it's a Sanskrit chant with some English, with a little shamanic twist. Satanam. Satnarayan Waheguru Hare Narayan Satanam. Satnarayan Waheguru Hare Narayan Satanam. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay.
And Rhea, of course, we know that was in Sanskrit. What are some of the words? What's some of the translation?
Sat Narayan, Waheguru Hare Narayan Satanam. And it speaks to Narayan, who is an incarnation of Vishnu. In the Hindu trinity, there is Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the sustainer, and Shiva, the destroyer. And that's the cycles of life, the beginning, the sustaining of life, and then the end. And so it's a mantra for Vishnu, this energy of grace, of the Christic force. And Waheguru means the indescribable brilliance that turns darkness to light. So it's a call for transformation, and it can help with the transmutation of heavy emotions and the clearing of energetic space.
Beautiful. It's just beautiful. So many comments coming in from people in the chat box, loving that. And one more time, just want to remind people that you can still register for her event. And when you register, you can watch the recording, which kind of introduces it, along with Stephen Dinan. And if you go to the Shift Network, you can just look for Why the Earth Needs Your True Voice Now. Or you can go to this link and watch a little video from Rhea. And yes, I'll accept all the cookies here. And this is a really wonderful opportunity. I know that we have several people in our audience who have studied with Rhea, including Karen S. and our beloved Diara. And Diara, I'm going to put you on the spot for a moment. What can you share about Rhea?
Well, we just got a beautiful taste of the field that Rhea sets, and we step into that magic. And Rhea has a way of creating a safe sanctuary. So no matter where you're at with your voice, if it's something you never thought you could do or you've been singing forever, there's an access to something even more profound in working with Rhea. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Tiara.
Have you found that people who are not singers can still feel comfortable in the chorus and comfortable singing with her?
Yes, absolutely. It's a safe place to heal any wounding that's been done in the past with the voice and singing and the throat chakra in general. And Raya has an amazing wealth of knowledge that she weaves into all her courses. History, known and unknown, she brings in.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, DR, for very spontaneously. We had not planned that.
You put her on the spot. And during the chorus, Diara put out her first song, a song she had been holding for many, many years. It's gorgeous, such a transmission. So I feel, Scott, somewhat like you, my calling is to amplify people's gifts and to help them whatever stage of the journey that they're on. And it was so moving to feel the power that Diara pulled through, and hopefully she'll continue to pull through with her voice.
She sang spontaneously for us recently. She did for Yom Kippur. She did a spontaneous Hebrew song for us. We get Hebrew, Sanskrit, truly a global peace tribe we are. Thank you, Rhea. And Rhea will be back a little later on in the show with another song, and Diara will be back with our prayer time in a bit. But I'm really excited because Victoria Shaw is definitely one of our favorite soul searchers. And as Barbara mentioned, Soul Search TV is where you can catch a lot of our Soul Search luminaries. And I'm going to bring up Barbara in a moment. But first, let's take a look at a trailer for season 2 of Victoria's show on Soul Search TV. Well, I downloaded it and I'm pressing play. Come on. All right, this does this sometimes. So what we're going to do is we are going to try it one more time. Sometimes it just, yes, okay. I don't know what that is. I think Chris brought in some of his little gremlin friends. Why did you have to call upon the doggone gremlins? They're messing with my computer now. Okay, let's try it again. Here's season 2 of Victoria Shaw's show.
I'm excited about what Victoria has to say, but it's also kind of scary because they know those intuitives, they find things out about you, and you have to be ready to face it.
This kind of just feels like a confirmation that I'm on the right path.
I don't think she recognizes the successes and the gains that she's had from all of these experiences. The world, all of us are so ready to receive the aligned you.
It's the most beautiful feeling there ever.
Yeah. It opens the door. She's holding the door so that you have that connection between you and the spirit world. And I feel like the archangels are like that for you.
She truly does tune into your energy with your guides.
You know, these things came off and they were hard-earned, hard-won things that we learned about life. So be gentle with yourself.
She gave me a little bit of a different perspective, and I realized that by embracing that perspective, it will really change the way I walk in the world.
I'm in heaven right now. Like, I love this so much.
Fulfillment is being at peace with who you are, where you are, and feeling like you've come home to yourself.
I feel joyful, but I feel authentically myself. And I want to cry because I'm really happy.
Hi. I'm sorry, I get all emotional because I remember, Victoria, meeting you for the very first time, and I sat down and I just thought, this gorgeous soul needs a show. And she just went, okay. She knew intuitively, and she just leapt and birthed this gorgeous baby. And now we're in season 2, and that makes me very emotional.
Oh, same to see it, like to see it done in season. I mean, I remember that, and I remember backstory as I just stumbled randomly into this soul search thing, and I met Barbara, and she said, we have this TV thing, and like I do everything in my life, my intuition, everything, every bell and whistle was going off in my sweet little mind, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but okay. And
Okay.
yeah, that's how I got Cactus Blossom Retreat too, where season 2 was filmed. And this one was like birthing many babies. It was a lot because we followed 10 women through a retreat experience. So we had hours and hours. It was a 3-day retreat, hours and hours of footage to play with and to put together. And I am not a producer. So, or an edit or any of that, but we did it. We did
I hate to break it to you, but you are now.
I'm gonna take that in. I'm gonna take that in. I'm really proud of what we did in terms of the show, and also I'm proud of what happened at the retreat. It's actually been a year since that was filmed because it took a lot of like behind the scenes things, and one of the women, the one well, they were all featured but one of the women between season 1 and season 2, which was 6 weeks, it was 6 weeks between filming, even though it was a year between releasing, she wrote a book in those 6 weeks. She wrote a book. She's written 3 more books since then. Another one just pulled off this ginormous summit here in San Diego that I was blessed to be a part of. with her women's wellness retreat group. Another one is just, I mean, it's just amazing to see, like, it's just amazing to see where all these people have gone from that experience.
Victoria, because you said yes, you answered the calling without letting the paradigms and the ego and the all those things that will inevitably rise and rose with you, but you said yes anyway. And all of these lives you're blessing and all of the shifting that's occurring, it's the ripple effect. None of that would have occurred if you hadn't said yes. And for those of you who don't know Victoria, I'm going to get to her introduction. Victoria is a licensed professional counselor and spiritual coach who combines her Ivy League training in psychology and counseling with her powerful intuitive gifts to help clients realize their full personal and spiritual potential. And she especially loves working with those committed to using their struggles or life experiences to fuel their own spiritual awakening. Victoria is the author of 4 self-help books for parents, children, and teens. She's the host of the top-rated Intuitive Connection podcast, the owner of the beautiful Cactus Blossom Retreat in Hidden Meadows, California, where season 2 was filmed. And she, of course, is a star of the hit series on Soul Search TV, Living in Alignment. Woohoo! So happy to have you here.
Me too.
And she rocks. And Victoria, I'd love for, if you don't mind, for us to go into, you also provide a reading. And so if we have time, there's 2 for sure that, but we'll start with Eleanor Joy, who is one of our most beloved Global Peace Tribers.
Hello, my friend. I think I've given you a reading before, right? Yeah.
You did, yeah. And you're just glowing. I love your energy.
Oh,
and
thank you.
We both got green.
I like that we match.
Yes.
What would you like guidance? What would you like guidance on today, my friend? And your energy is just radiant too.
I go in and out of financial poverty and financial okayness. And I'm really sinking into, I'm going to say it in the negative way so you'll know, and sinking into the poverty stage and staying there, and I want out with ease and grace.
All right. That's not what your guys wanted to talk about, but let me see what I can get you really quick, my friend. They just want you to have confidence in yourself. What they're telling me to tell you is spiritually, and they're saying intellectually, but it's not intellectually. It's more about the way that you show up and understand the world. Like, so your spiritual awareness is, I think, what they're saying, and they're not stopping me. So I'm going to keep going. Has just grown exponentially. It's grown exponentially, but sometimes emotionally you lag behind a little bit, as many of us do, right? We know all this stuff, but then emotionally, life feels scary, right? It feels like, I know how this life thing works. I know what I need to do. And again, they want me to pause because the real message they want you to have is like what a rock star you are and how much you have grown, because it's amazing. And sometimes we don't see our own growth because as human beings, we're always like looking for the next problem to solve. So they really want you to like reflect on that and see that and own that, because you're not chasing your tail here. You're really moving forward. Okay. And the more you see that, the more everything will come in, line up and come into place for you. But sometimes too, like, you know, growth is not always linear this way. Like sometimes as we're growing, it's like up and down and up and down. And sometimes it feels like we went down here when really it's just a little dip. Okay. And that's kind of how they want you to see this. And sometimes too, and this is very specific for you, so I want to get this from them. Sometimes too, we come out of the rabbit hole, right? Or the little cave, and we poke our nose out and it smells so good. But then we get a little bit nervous again and we go back inside. Right. And then we poke our nose out and a little raindrop falls on it and it feels really good. But then we get a little spooked and we go back inside. And what they want you to know right now is just be really patient with yourself, be really gentle, because beating yourself up for not wanting to like go all the way out of the rabbit hole or all the way out of the den or wherever I see you, it's not a hole, but it's like a cave, like isn't going to help. And really what they want you to do, a couple things. Remember how awesome it is every time you do put your little nose out there, and little by little, you can get out a little bit more and feel the sun and enjoy things. And that will get everything back in the flow for you. But they also want you to be very gentle with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself, because you're someone, I mean, not to overshare, but a lot of the stuff comes from very, 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 very old things, like, and so, and you've come so far. Your guides just want you to know, like, you've come so far. It's just incredible. But the last like little like icing or like cherry on the top is just a lot of love for yourself, a lot of love for yourself, a lot of support for yourself, a lot of like seeing that sweet inner child out there playing in, the garden, and just telling her how much you love her, how beautiful she is, and just don't be afraid for her anymore. Does that make any sense?
Yes, and I'm about to burst into tears.
Okay. I'm sending you so much love, and your guides are sending you so much love, and they just want you to know how much they believe in you. And though I think the relationships may have been a little complicated when they were in bodies, all of your ancestors' parents and grandparents, especially a female grandparent, just want you to know they're around you. They see you now. And they really just want you to be free to play and be at peace. And they also say, if you ask, they will work behind the scenes. Of course, in this physical world, we of course create our own reality, but they will work behind the scenes as much as you allow it, to help you feel a little bit more safe and secure in your monetary abundance. Okay. Mwah, sending you so much love, my friend.
Thank you.
You're so beautiful, Victoria. Thank you. That's
She's
lovely.
so beautiful, but thank you. I'll also rub that in.
We also have Dr. Laura has a question for you.
Okay.
She's been able to turn on her camera, but Dr. Laura, if you can unmute and ask your question, please. Calling Dr. Laura, calling Dr. Laura. Hopefully you can hear us.
She can write it in the chat too if she.
Hi.
Okay. Oh, I hear you.
Hello.
Hi. I hear you.
Hi. Yeah, hi. Sorry about that. I'm having gremlins attack my computer today. So, hello. You're fantastic. I love your energy as well. I am looking at a move. I'm living in Chicago now. I'm a physician. I'm an herbalist. I'm a quantum QHHT a therapist, and I'm looking at 4 different areas, and I'm getting so confused about all these different areas to move to. And one is down to Costa Rica. The second one is to the Caribbean. The third is to Arkansas, and the fourth is to the Blue Ridge area.
Okay. And do you feel a pull to a certain area yourself?
I feel pulled to them all. I have been to all of them, and I just feel, for different reasons, right? Each one of them really pulls me. And I'm even going to the point where I'm going to go get an astrology, do an astrocartography.
Sure. That can be really, yeah, it can be really helpful.
I really want to, expand my, healing capabilities more, I'm already a physician, but
can I interrupt you and just tell you what your guides want to say? And then because I want to, it's coming.
You got it.
It's coming in.
Okay.
They're not going to tell you where to go, most likely, but what they are going to tell you is a couple of things. One, as soon as you said what you do, and friend, this is not always the download that I get from people, but you're really good at what you do. And you're just a benefit to a lot of people doing what you do. Okay. And your guides say there are like 2 considerations about wherever you go. And I don't think you're a split your time kind of person. I think you want like a home base. But the 2 things I want you to look at are, but you could travel, but like 2 things that you want to look at are like, where's your work most needed, and where, because like, and that feels domestic more than international is what I get. So where's your work most needed, and also most likely to flourish? And then also, where would you like to be? Okay. And those are the two questions. So what I would do, definitely, our astrocartography is great. Like when I made the decision to move to California, and I knew pretty much where I wanted to go, but just in case, I checked with, I got an astrocartography reading, and then it validated everything that I thought. So yay. But sometimes it doesn't, and it's good to kind of tune in, and that might help you, not necessarily tell you what to do, but help you get some of the choice points. But the two things that they want you to tune into the most are where you're going to be able to expand your practice the most, and also and where there's like demand for what you do, or like community that like they really are looking for what you do, and you would be like a benefit to that community, but also where you want to be. And what they're telling me is like you could literally visit each place, and you could imagine it too, but you could visit each place. Again, for some reason I get domestic and not international, but you do you. And like spend some time there, spend some time in the community, the healing and health community, like like look around for an office. I feel you said the Blue Ridge Mountains. Is that what you said?
Right.
That's where I see you going first. I don't know if that's where you land, but spend like 10 days there, 2 weeks there, a chunk of time in like an Airbnb or something like similar, and like get involved in the community and just see how you feel, because you're very kinesthetic. And sometimes I work with a lot of kids, and I do intuitive college readings, and I've been doing this forever. And one of the things sometimes that comes up for the kiddos too is, go stand on the campus. How do you feel? Right? That gives you a lot of information. And that's what I see you doing. So I hope this helps. Are there any follow-up questions? Because I know I cut you off.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think that's really, really good advice, and I will do that. And yes, I am very I feel into things.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
And you'll have a sense, and it's really like just the work is important, and then also where you'll feel comfortable for community and climate and stuff like that. So
that's what I was kind of looking for, was like, where is the work the most important? Where does where do they need me the most?
Yeah, it feels domestic, but you'll know when you get there. Thank you. That was a great question.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
We love Dr. Laura. You got to do readings with two of our favorite people, Victoria.
Yay!
And of course, for anybody else who wants to connect with Victoria, her website is her name, VictoriaShawIntuitive.com. VictoriaShawIntuitive.com. And definitely go there and take the quiz. Learn what your spiritual superpower is. I've done this quiz, and it's really, really fun. So that's one of the first things you can do. You can start the quiz by going to Victoria Shaw Intuitive. And Victoria, it's always such a blessing when you're on the show. You are wonderful, and congratulations on season 2 of your show. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you in person soon. And definitely,
I hope so. Thank you, Scott. This is always so much fun. I'm so grateful to you.
Likewise. And thanks for taking such good care of our beloved Eleanor Joy and our beloved Dr. Laura. Well, one of the things that we have started doing on a regular basis on the show is having a few minutes that we set aside for prayer. And we're going to do that in just a moment. But I want to invite all of you who are watching on Facebook and YouTube, come on in, come and join us. In fact, we do have, we're going to have some more psychic readings. You could actually join and be in the Zoom room in about 2 minutes. How do you do that? It's easy. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com, globalpeacetribe.com. When you go there, you're going to be able to learn all about us, but click register for the new season. That will take you to our registration page. And it takes literally 60 to 90 seconds to register. You'll immediately get the Zoom room links to all of our shows for the rest of the year. We do a show every Wednesday night, Saturday night, and occasionally on Sunday mornings. So come join the Global Peace Tribe. It's a beautiful community and family. Everybody kind of knows each other, and there's just a lot of love that takes place. And you can come on in, and maybe even be here in time to get a reading, just like you just saw Victoria providing for two of our members. And speaking of community, two of our beloved community members, you've already seen them now, are Diara and Desiree, and they are going to lead a prayer for us all this evening.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. It just makes my heart just glow having you here. Thank you for all our guests. So I'd like to start off the prayer today of just clearing the energy and then raising the vibration. I know a lot's been going on in the world, but what I've really been getting in my meditations is opening up that heart chakra, bringing in that ginormous love, and then raising that vibration, bringing in a little bit of tachyon energy as well. So that's kind of where I'd like to start. So I'm going to start by taking a nice big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I'd like to join our energies, raise our vibration, clear what we need to clear, call in our guides, and just ask for whatever supporting energy that we need today. I ask them to open up our heart chakras. Find that joy and love within. Expand that outward. Raise above all that which holds you down. There's the fairies for tonight too. Bringing in golden light energy down through the crown, opening up that heart chakra just a little bit more, allowing that divine, loving energy to just fill our entire being. Gratitude through all the ages. The golden dawn is here as we open our hearts. I'm going to bring in a little bit more energy, stretching us one more time as high as we can go. Very beautiful. So just releasing anything and everything that no longer serves us as we open up our heart chakra, showing love to ourselves, one another, having that clear vision of the things that are seen within us, the things deep inside of us, our deep internal knowing. Clearing that throat chakra to bring out that voice we were talking about earlier, and the singing, so we can speak the truth. Very beautiful. Thank you.
And bringing this delicious energy in even further, dropping it down, down, down into our bodies as it cascades over us like waterfalls flowing, filling our reservoirs. And we take this beautiful light, this beautiful love, and we amplify it out, and we send that out to all those known and unknown who may be suffering right now, to all those known and unknown who may have confusion, to all those known and unknown who are aware of the changes but may not have the cognizance to understand exactly what this acceleration is, this ascension is. And we send this out throughout humanity, throughout the galaxies, deep into the earth. And with the power that we have invested in us today, tonight, tomorrow, forevermore, as the Global Peace Tribe in this awakening world, We send this out to heal all wounds ready to be healed. And we send this circle out, bringing more into our fold, inviting more into this beautiful space. And we bless this tribe. We bless all those here, all those yet to come. And feeling the activation of all your gifts, all your powers, in the most gentle way. The gentleness moves the mountains. And so with this, we say thank you, thank you, thank you, in love, and so it is.
Beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much, Tiara. Thank you very much, Desiree. Thank you very much for that. And let's also really hold the vision that this new peace treaty holds, and may it be the start of peace in Gaza, and may the wave of peace begin to sweep around the world. We are the Global Peace Tribe, and we do hold a vision that the awakening world will be that world of peace. Thank you. And bringing peace through his music, it is our beloved Amashar with his second of 3 songs tonight.
Yes, this is my second piece, Scott. Ha ha.
Very good.
This is, for all of you dancers out there, this is improv dancing. So make sure you catch the beats between the beats. And for a good, suitable backdrop, we're going to get cosmic. And here we go. Waking from the dream, that once seemed so real, waking from the dream, our inner voices calling. My heart is breaking open. Revealing it all. The old world is shaking. And the ancient ones call. We are here together, embracing the new. Mother Earth beneath us, and she knows what to do. Our eyes are opening, and love is shining through. Dispelling all the darkness, revealing only truth. We are the awakening, come on let us dance and sing. What a joy. Let the world around you know there is hope and we shall grow. Waking from the dream. My heart is breaking open. Waking from the dream. The ancient ones are calling. We are the awakening, come on let us dance and sing. What a joy. Let the world around you know there is hope and we shall grow. Waking from the dream. That once seemed so real.
Gallery review again, everybody, and so good to see everybody moving and grooving and dancing to the music. And Mishar, we love you so much. And a reminder that you can get all things Omashar by going to Bandcamp. And we love Bandcamp because Bandcamp is the most generous. And there are wonderful recordings waiting for you by going to omashar.bandcamp.com. omashar.bandcamp.com. And let's all support our beloved brother because he does so much to support us. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to bring up our wonderful Barbara one more time. Well, actually, there'll be many more times we'll be bringing Barbara up because she's going to introduce Bob the Psychic.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'll be up a time or two more, very, very gratefully and happily. And I'm really excited to see Bob the Psychic at work. I've heard so much about him, and so this will be a really great opportunity. I'm really, really happy to do this. Bob the Psychic. Bob's fascinating journey actually began with a 20-year career in television news. And that was followed by a career in corporate communications and real estate. And all of that led Bob to fulfill his true purpose and calling as a master psychic. Well, the common denominator, as he says, has always been his passion to pass on what he's learned on his journey to others. And this is the ultimate way that Bob does this now. Bob is lovingly guided by a group of beings who call themselves the Jeromes, which ironically also happens to be Bob's middle name. And building on the connection with the Jeromes on a daily basis has allowed Bob to help thousands of people from all over the world cut through life's confusion and gain clarity. And I have to mention, Bob has been named Best Phoenix Psychic and Best Scottsdale Psychic every year since 2022 by the Phoenix and Scottsdale Award programs, which is nothing to sneeze at. And so I'm really excited to have you here tonight to watch you in action. And I think we have people who are waiting to ask you some questions. If you want to start by telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, you basically summed it up there. So I am just super intuitive and I hear stuff about people. During my sessions, I don't tend to ask any questions because that kind of ruins the fun. But if I ask people questions, I put the answer in it. In the question, my gift has gotten stronger over the years, and I close my eyes when I do my readings because my favorite thing is to see the look of shock and awe on people's faces, and that's how I know I'm connecting with them. Because my goal is really to give people clarity in all areas of their life, whatever the situation is. So I know we're going to do a couple readings here, and just tell me what your question is, and then let me go and answer it for you and tell you what I hear. Crazy stuff happens. Let me just give you a quick example. At the last Psychic Fair, the Soul Search event, which was in Scottsdale 2 weeks ago, a woman walked by who was pregnant, and I said to her, "Excuse me, you're having a girl, right?" And she said, "Yes." And then she sat down in front of me and she said that she was having a baby shower 2 weeks before the baby was born. And I interrupted her and said, "No, you're not." I said, "That baby's coming 4 weeks early on a Saturday night at 12:02 a.m. Now, my gift is not usually that specific, but it was loud and clear, and I just told her that with my eyes closed. When I opened up my eyes, I thought her head was going to explode. She said she was born 4 weeks early on a Saturday night at 12:02 a.m. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. And so we had a great session together. She is also convinced the baby is coming earlier. I said, you need to move the baby shower up. But stuff like that happens all the time with the people that I work with, and whether it's over Zoom or in person. And the website that Scott's going to show you is bobthepsychic.com. And like I said, you can go there, click the book now button, and set an appointment with me.
Great. And we'll take a look at that website, but let's go right to a reading first.
Yes.
And again, one of our favorite global peace drivers. This is Susan Bloomquist.
Hi, Susan.
Hello.
What's your question? Let me just give you a little bit right off the top. You're really ready to hear the messages that are going to be shared with you. You've been waiting for the right time and place to ask those messages, and this happens to be it. Much of the answers that we're going to give you are things that you already know, but it's just a confirmation to know just how connected you are to the universe and the spirit guides that are around you. That makes any sense? So usually when I do that, since I just jumped in, I probably said we, that's me doing it, and I never remember what it is I said. So that's why when I open my eyes, I'm like, did that make sense? Because it jumps out of my head right away. For you, I got there's at least 4 guides around you too. I heard there's 4. So, okay, what's your question?
What's the message?
What's the message? Stay on your path. You're really doing all of the things that you're supposed to be doing. And even though right now, over the last 6 months or so, you've been bored or feeling like you need to make a major or significant life change, your guides and angels are saying, no, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You did so much heavy lifting over the last decade or so. Now is the time for you to relax and enjoy where you're at and really self-care and nurture yourself and take care of your inner child and use the messages that you receive to help others and guide them in their lives and let them know that they're also protected and that they can have the same gifts that you have by just opening up their heart and soul, their crown chakra, their heart chakra. By just opening it up, they can have the same gifts that you have. Let me see if there's anything else I'm supposed to tell her. And that you're ready, really. There's going to be a big change coming like end of 2026, beginning of 2027. And whatever that big change is, it's something you've really been waiting for that you thought was like outside of your realm or not possible. But no, it really is coming that way. Hang on, one more thing. Let me just ask one more thing. Does she see or hear things? So your gift is like, I feel like it's hearing or feeling, kind of like what my gift is. I don't feel like you see like dots and spirits and that kind of thing. However, the fairies and gnomes that Chris was talking about, I do feel like you can totally see those, given the chance. Given the chance. Did any of that resonate? Did it make sense?
Absolutely. Yes.
Do you have a more specific question than that I can kind of bounce off of?
Well, not really. I'm very pleased to have heard what you said and that I relate to it very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I
All right.
appreciate it.
And Susan, do you have another question you'd like to ask?
I don't think so. I think he's
Okay.
quite right. He's
All
done
right. Thank
well.
you,
Thank you
Susan.
so much, Bob.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Susan.
allowing me the opportunity.
All right, well, we're going to bring up our friend Pat. Pat is also, again, one of our regulars, and I believe she's got, Pat, if you can just unmute. There you go.
Hi, Pat. How are you? How can I help you?
Good. I'd like a message from Spirit for me.
There are many guides and spirits all around you, and they are truly like showing you the path of great love, light, without very much resistance. You worked really hard back when you were in your 40s and 50s to release resistance around you and open yourself up to the true meaning of life and your true purpose in many ways. So right now, you, like the other person we just spoke of, are on that path of just grace and love and kindness, and that the messages you share with others bring great joy and kindness in their life. We would also say that there is a book or some kind of written documents that you are supposed to share with others. The book consists of your thoughts and your feelings, and that some of the channeled messages that you have received over the years. Because what you will notice is that the messages that you received at the time, they may not have made any sense, but as time moves forward, they make more and more sense. It's kind of like they percolate within you, and then you see the great value that you have. You're also someone who is just completely made out of that loving white light and kindness, and people around you, they should be blessed or wanted to be bless you for like allowing them into your sphere or into your area, that you're very protective of your energy and you do not just allow any old person to come by you. They must have a sense of guidance or a sense of white light or protection around them, because you're very careful with your energy so that you do not attract things that you're truly not interested in. And that you've also created a very comfortable life for yourself. Abundance to you comes easily, it flows to you gently, so you do not really have any issues or worries when it comes to the future in terms of money or where you're going to live or whether you can afford things, because you're also very frugal. Oop, what happened? You're also very, oh, sorry about that. Hold on. You're also very frugal about things around you, which is what's helping you live such a comfortable life at the time that you're in this period of time. Okay, I know I jumped out when I heard that. Did that make sense?
Yes, indeed. Very much so.
Questions about any of that?
Yes, I'm very connected to my angels and I get guidance from them, staying my heart centered and sending love where it needs to go.
Yes. And did that start when you were like your 40s or 50s?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of guidance to make decisions about working, moving, and it's all been perfect.
And you're pretty much settled where you are right now. Is there another move?
Yes.
I don't feel like there's another move around you.
No.
As for working, the only thing I see you doing is like writing this book or writing down the thoughts or the poems or whatever it is. Has someone told you that before, or have you done that already?
Yeah, I've already done that. I've done some of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get guided to write messages that I need to know.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes I'm being told you might not know who the message is for, but that's okay. You're just supposed to put that energy like out into the universe. That's kind of like what your jam is, what you're kind of like what you do. That's your thing.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think we have time quickly for one more person.
Sure.
And this is George Noble. And George, if you can unmute.
Hi, George.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, how are you? How can I help
Unmuted.
you? What would you like to know?
I guess I'd like a little assurance about what I'm doing and how I can help myself, cooperate with my high self, my guides,
You're
have a
really
lifelong
exploring,
healing disability, and
what I'm hearing
working
is
to
that you're
recover.
really exploring new ideas and new energies around you. And you're not really sure exactly how this is going to work or whether it's going to work out the way it is. The guides are telling me to tell you that to kind of stay out of your own way. That in some ways you're trying to stay like, around the round peg in the wooden hole, in the square hole. So there's going to continue to be shifts around you in the energy or in the direction. And I feel as though that all of that will stop or line up or gel in some some ways by about March of next year. So between now and then, there might be some periods of uncomfortableness, like you're not really sure where you're going, but just know that you're on the right path, doing the right thing. Some of the detours that you're taking are kind of like necessary as lessons or just part of the Akashic record, part of your contract, part of your journey on this planet. Because what I'm hearing is that, things for you, it's never easy. There's always something that comes up, and this is just another example of that. And what I'm hearing about that is you kind of like it that way, or that's what you agreed with the universe before you came here, that if it was a complete smooth ride, that sense of abundance being very smooth instead of like cycling like that you probably wouldn't like that. So just know that you are doing all of the right things, but just be open to shift, corrections, and changes as you hear and feel them. They're not going to be large ones, but they're just going to be like minute ones in some way, but it'll definitely bring more like comfortableness into your life where you have a sense of relief and a sense of achievement and a sense of guidance. And these voices or whatever it is that I'm hearing right now are telling me that that sense is going to get much stronger November, December, and then January, February are going to be when you're going to make some of these changes, whatever they are, like in the path. And by March, or yeah, like February, March, you should be done with that, and you'll be able to more like sit back and like cruise is what they're saying, like with just knowing that you've hit all the speed bumps, you've gone over them, and you've accomplished exactly what it is that you needed to do. Did any of that line up?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have another question?
Nothing comes to mind at the moment.
Okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Bob, I know, again, this is just a homeopathic dose of your wonderful medicine. But I want to let people know where you can find Bob, and that's by going to his retreat, to his website, which is bobthepsychic.com. bobthepsychic.com. And then if you click book now, that will take you to where you can learn all about his events, how to get a private session with him, what length you want. And Bob clearly got a lot of wonderful things to offer. So, thank you, Bob, for being with us.
Thank you for the opportunity. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great to meet you. And hopefully you'll come on back on a future Soul Search show.
Sure.
Amazing. I love how smooth Bob's work is. He just channels it and gives it, and it's so much fun to watch.
It's true. It's true. And the hits keep on coming. You've
They
got
do.
somebody else to introduce.
We have another amazing luminary. They just keep on coming. We have Katja Klopp with us this evening. Katja is a brilliant soul alignment alchemist. She's a sacred impact mentor, and she's creator of the art of soul alignment. Through her signature soul reflection process, Katja offers a powerful doorway for soul-led visionaries who are ready to embody their deepest truth and create sacred impact as she guides them in unraveling subconscious patterns, reconnecting to their intuitive wisdom, and reclaiming the truth of who they are, which I think speaks to every single person joining us tonight live and who will be watching on the replays. Her signature journey, The Art of Soul Alignment, is a sacred path from awakening to embodiment, where impact flows not from effort, but from soul. Welcome, Katja. It's so wonderful to have you here to share your gifts. And I'm going to turn it over to you. I know we have very curious people here tonight for you. Oh, you're on mute. There we go. Perfect.
Good evening, everyone. And as beautiful Barbara just announced who I am, and I would like to add a little bit here. Yes, I'm soul alignment alchemist with natural ability to channel. And when I was listening to Bob the Psychic, how he presented himself, I was like, oh my God, this is the best show you guys have, because here we are. I am channel. My choice for channeling was different than Bob's, completely opposite. So my channel goes through conversation. My channel, I have open eyes when I'm channeling. So it gives this opportunity to people to connect with me on the human level. and for me to connect the same way with the person I'm channeling for. And that creates different aspect. We're all different, so we all need different ways to approach. And my clients usually appreciate that candor, which I can present, because during this channel, I read their energy and I feel how and where it's dropping. Because as we know, we have head, heart, and throat chakra, which usually closed for many people. And this is very easy for me to see where it's landing. Because one message lands in the head, well, ego is having fun at this moment, but the idea is to land in the heart. When I channel through frequency of love. So all messages come exactly as they need for people to hear. I usually work with people who going through transformation, which being initiated from the existential crisis, like for example, divorce, loss of job, loss of loved one. Usually, these events in people's life really triggering them in transformation without even asking. It's like, well, shoot, you have to go, and this is where I come in. I assist people to go through that very sensitive bridge, which when people, it's so shaky, people do not know what's on another side. That's where I come in and I help them. And I help them to reach the ground where they can say, oh my God, I see that. I see where I'm going. So a lot of clients of mine, they have questions like, what's my purpose? I literally every single day, and I was at the fair locally in Colorado today, and the same question, what's my higher purpose, what I should do? I love answering those questions because this is exactly what we're here to do right now, to tune into who we are and connect with who we truly are within ourselves. Also, the clients, it's my group, it might resonate quite a bit with you guys. Imagine that I'm going to ask you a question. How much support you received from you? And people were like, well, but I'm helping everybody else. I love helping. And my question is like, okay, you love helping others. Do you consider yourself part of that group called others? And that's when people freeze for a little, because that brings to the point of we giving so much, but we're not receiving. When we giving, receiving should be part of it. And that's where we learn how to receive. And align with the peace, which we just mentioned in the beginning of this show, I would like to share something. I came across, it was my, that was I was told to do, literally. I sometimes have things showing up in my field. It's like, you have to do it. So I usually work with clients one-on-one, and here I was inspired to do group project. It's a 9 weeks project. Stop drowning in mental noise. And I believe a lot of people will resonate with this. I have clients coming over and asking, like, I have so much money, I just don't know what to do about it. It's like, oh, sweetheart, bless your heart, because the same person who says, I don't have money, I want to get rid of that situation too. This is where I come in and help clients to see how what they say or do creates how they actually live in their life. Because we all have certain experiences we have to go through, and we all believe that we have to do it alone. Well, newsflash, we don't. We don't have to do it alone. That's why we're a community. We have to rely on each other. We can bring the trust to each other. We can bring that sense of peace, not as somebody said something and that's why it's peace, but because you are the peace. It lives within you. So this program, which I was mentioning, it's about how to get to the state of living meditation. Because problem, you guys heard that samadhi. I like the piece of samadhi where it's a living samadhi, when you are not just monk sitting on the mountain and praying day in and day out. I have big respect for them. But we are humans in day-to-day life where we simply cannot keep peace within. So my offering to all of us to see peace in our life by starting with one step at a time with ourselves. Find peace within and bring it to the world. Guess when we can, the world is changing. So, and go ahead. Yes.
Oh, no, go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt.
I thought somebody said, so I think I'm looking at the time, and if somebody is inspired to get a reading from me, I think we might have one. Tell me if it's true.
And does anybody have a question for Katya or needs some inspiration? You can go ahead in the chat.
Eleanor Joy has a question, which I'll read. When people want to decline a gift of kindness or won't ask for help, I remind them of how much joy they feel when giving to someone else. Then I ask, why do you want to rob someone else of that joy? This always rings a bell. So perhaps I see actually that wasn't quite a question, but do you have any thoughts, Katya, about how to manage when we have friends or family members that kind of push away our love and push away our desire to connect?
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate this question. I cannot even express how. Here the answer. So when we see especially relatives, let's call two groups, people who we do not know or rarely meet, or our close ones. When we hear from our close ones, no, thank you, I don't need your love. This is the absolute identification for you to look within and see, why are you rejecting your own love? Because they just mirroring you what you are limiting yourself. And when you sit with this, you will see that you value other people's needs above your own. You becoming is not as a main character in your universe, but rather as a supportive audience in your own movie. And when you turn it with love and compassion towards yourself first, that's when all of a sudden all your relatives, all your family become, oh my God, we would like to have piece of you. We would like to be next to you because you met you, your own needs. This is why I love these questions, because there's so much information I can provide back on the person who is asking them. Useful meaning you take this step and it helps, it changes your life just one step at a time. But thank you.
Thank you, Katya. And I want to let people know how they can get more of you. And it's by going to your website. And her website is her name, Katya, Katya, Klopp, KLOPP.love. I love that. Not .com, not .org, but .love, because clearly Katya Klopp is all about love. And there's her website. You can, again, another wonderful quiz. What form of soul leader are you? So we've got multiple quizzes that people can take. And that's really, really fun. So thank you for doing that.
That was amazing, Katya. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We have one more Soul Search presenter, but before we get there, we're going to have another musical offering from our beloved Rhea Mana. Welcome back, Rhea.
Thank you so much, Scott. And Katya, just beautiful. You are such a beautiful being. Thank you for sharing your heart with us. Yes, I could feel your authenticity when you were speaking. So thank you.
What wonderful musical offering are you going to provide us tonight?
Well, it was a song I was already thinking of, and then Katya mentioned the importance of receiving. So I thought I would share a song called Receive that came to me when I was at the Red Sea in Egypt. And I was singing to the water, and I was holding my prayers and intentions, and I got this melody back, and it felt to me like the answer to the prayers that I had just been asking for. And it felt like it was coming from the love of the Great Mother. So this is called Receive. When you stand at the crossroads, need help moving forward, when your head in your heart can't agree where to go, look to the sunrise, look to these mighty shores, there you will find me, I am forever yours. Look to your heartbeat in deep times of need, open your arms wide and receive, 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 receive. In your times of trial and through every tear and in every smile and each word that you hear, so look to the sunset, remember to breathe, open your heart wide and receive, 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 receive. I was the first one to love you and to call out your name, to believe in your dreams and make sure you do the same. I heard you in the silence and chose to bring you to life so I could witness your magic and watch you take flight. So look to the sunrise, look to these mighty shores, there you will find me, I am forever yours. Look to your heartbeat in deep times of need, open your arms wide and receive, 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 receive.
Oh, give a twinkle and let's receive that beautiful love that we're receiving in so many ways. From music from Ray Amana and Omashar, from all of our presenters tonight. That's so beautiful, Raya. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Scott. And, just being here with everyone, I'm just witnessing the beauty of each person. And I heard something today, and it said, God did not command you to love your religion. God commanded you to love your neighbor. So the next time you have to choose between your religion and your neighbor, I choose my neighbor.
Oh, absolutely. That's right. And I invite everybody to choose more from Raya. Her website is her name, Reya, Rhea, Mana, MANNA.com. And she's got her Songkeeper School, and you can learn all about that again through the Shift Network. And she also has other programs. And you also do private vocal coaching as well, correct?
Yes, private vocal coaching and voice sessions to unleash stuck emotions, to move energy. They're therapeutic vocal sessions, as well as just deep work to fully bring forth your self-expression.
Beautiful. Rhea, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Scott.
All right. Well, we're winding down, but we have another wonderful guest. He's been on the show before. And I know Carol Craig was saying, well, how about something for the entire group? Well, your prayer is about to be answered, Carol, because Ragini is going to do that. And to introduce our final Soul Search presenter, here's Barbara.
I barely have words. Just the beauty, the magic of tonight. I feel enveloped in it, cocooned in it. So thank you, Scott, for offering this evening for us all. And your heart is as big as they come. And I just feel so grateful to be a part of this, of your universe. So thank you and everybody here. It's been amazing. And yes, on the continuation of receiving, it's perfect timing. We have with us this evening Ragini Mishra. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hi, Ragini. How are you?
Hi, Barbara. Hi, Scott. I'm doing awesome, and thank you for having me.
Oh, so happy to see you and feel your beautiful presence. For those of you who are not familiar with Ragini Mishra, following a highly successful business and marketing career, and after years of deep spiritual practice, prayer, and intuitive service, Ragini's passion transformed into her mission to utilize her business and marketing skills and her spiritual wisdom to spread wisdom and knowledge to help transform the masses. In 2020, Ragini co-founded My Positivity Matters, a powerful platform dedicated to personal growth and healing through workshops, coaching programs, events, and retreats. They had amazing results. Yet the whispers of her soul led her even deeper at this point. A powerful awakening connected Ragini to Mahavatar Babaji and her own higher self, birthing Light Mirror, which she created as a living field of frequency, devotion, and soul remembrance. Through Light Mirror, Ragini holds sacred space for reflection and divine presence. Her work is rooted in quiet devotion, not to teach, but to mirror the light already shining within others. You can discover the brilliance and beauty and love of Ragini during her live events exclusively on Soul Search TV, where you will experience chanting, meditation, readings, and powerful intuitive guidance right up the alley of everybody watching. We'll let you know how to connect with her in that way, how to experience her in that way, and Ragini will lead us in, I believe you're going to be doing a beautiful meditation with us. And so welcome, Ragini.
Thank you, Barbara, for such an amazing introduction. I love the energy and, with the feeling that you do it. So I'm really grateful for that. And grateful to Scott for organizing these kind of sessions. It's such a powerful thing to do as a group because individually, many of us, we keep, doing several spiritual activities. But as a group, it just makes a huge difference, for all of us and also for the collective. So I'm grateful for that. And like you said, Light Mirror, you gave introduction very nicely. I mean, I just want to explain a little bit more as well so people can understand and also maybe relate with it. Like, what is this Light Mirror? So Light Mirror is, I would say, not a method, not a platform. Light Mirror is a portal of remembrance. Because as a soul, we are not this body and mind, we are soul. And we have had several lifetimes, with amazing transformations and amazing experiences and learnings and sort of, the qualities, right? Like at which we can use it in this life as a gift, right? But how to activate those gifts, because most of us, we are so much in the mental realms and in this whole the conditioning in our environments that we can't look deeper, right? So this is the guidance and this is the intuitive sort of thing that came up in my reality and by the presence of Mahavatar Babaji. It's just amazing story, which is a long, very deep story. I would not like to get into it, but it's just beautiful and powerful. That's what people tell me when they attend the sessions or the workshops and retreats. Basically, something awakens within them. They're able to remember who they are and what is their true purpose, why they are here right now on earth. And so it's like, people who are thinking maybe at the crossroads and, they're not sure what is that their mission and purpose in this life. This field, light mirror field, with the guidance of Babaji, can help them remember that, in short. And so it's a causal field. That's why most of us and many of the spiritual practices are still at the astral level, right? But the way I have been told, and for reaching the causal, it's like only the siddhas, only the the amazing, like you have to go to Himalayas, maybe so much of practices you need to do in order to reach that kind of a causal level, right? So, but this is where I'm also learning, I'm also witnessing all of this along with my group members and participants, that people are able to get it because this is activating something at the soul blueprint level. And that's why we already are there. We just have to remember it. And that's why it's not so much linear, not so much of learning, it's just remembering. And once we do that, we have to ground this light. Once we understand, we have to bring that in this world, through us, radiate this light through us. And this is the light mirror field. So to remember, to awaken, and to reflect. And today I want to, by the way, I just, I was in another Diwali gathering. It's a very amazing, like a beautiful celebration of lights. And so I was there and I just, I was able to come here now. So it's like two different kind of, circles, right? But like, both of them are amazing, and it gives me the opportunity to experience both at the same time. And this is what the message of light mirror also is, that whoever we are, wherever we are, we have to bring the light and radiate in our real, like in practical world as well, in our families, in the workplaces, in the societies as well. We don't have to go somewhere, we have to bring the light and radiate it wherever you go, right? So yeah, so that's a little bit of the background. And people who maybe, already many of us already know Mahavatar Babaji, but if you don't know, then, if you can learn about, if you know about this book, Autobiography of a Yogi. And so that in that book, Paramhans Yogananda, he has talked about Mahavatar Babaji, and he's an eternal yogi living in Himalayas, his light body, and he's supporting this mission of raising the consciousness right now. He's very active, and the messages that I'm getting, that he's reaching with the signs, symbol, and synchronicities to a lot more people to help them remember why they have come. So the same thing happened with me, and the same thing, I'm sure it's many of you also would be, going through the similar journey as well. So if you want to learn more about him, please, you can watch videos and listen to several podcasts that they have talked about him. And also you can read the book, Autobiography of Yogi, because in that book also Yogananda has talked about him. So once you learn about him, then you can connect with him, and then he can come in your consciousness, and you can get the guidance from such an amazing yogi. So now I'd like to do the invocation for the group and some chantings and a very short meditation to connect with our higher self, with Mahavatar Babaji and our divine guides. and just see whatever comes up as a vision, as an experience. And if you can get some insight, do note it down, because these are like real, amazing, powerful insights that we all can get in this in the meditation. This is a channeled meditation that I've got from the field of light mirror. And also I have some messages for people, and you can select. So I have 3 messages, very short messages. Also I have a message for Scott as well, so which I have got it from Babaji. And so I'm going to share all of that as well, and select the messages like between 1, 2, 3. You can pick any number and select, and that's the message or the blessing for you in this moment. So now we'll get into the invocation and the meditation. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. 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 Beloved presence of light, we welcome you, Mahavatar Babaji, radiant guide of awakening. We call upon your infinite peace to fill this space. May every heart here become a mirror of light, clear, calm, and luminous. Let the field around us turn golden white, a sphere of remembrance and protection. Only love flows in, only light flows out. We offer this moment in service of global harmony, for the upliftment of all beings. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and release. Take another breath and release. One more time. Feel the weight of the day melt away. You are safe. You are held. Your root chakra is connected with the core of the Mother Earth deeply. At the same time, your crown, the top of the head, is connected with the higher realms, with the higher self. So you're rooted, grounded, as well as connected with the higher self at the same time. And you are the bridge of the light. The light comes, descends through you and radiates, as well as goes back to Mother Earth. And you're protected and shielded by this golden flame of light, the light of Babaji. Only light can come in within this aura, your aura. We are the mirror of divine light. We reflect and we don't absorb any negativities, anything. Only light comes in within this space. This is the light. This light is the blessing of Mahavatar Babaji, pure, ancient, infinite. And this light touches the top of your head, moves down your spine like liquid peace, and spreads into your whole body. Each cell awakens in the remembrance. Now bring your attention to your heart and see a lotus blooming there. Soft, violet, and gold petals opening to the divine. As it opens, your heart becomes a mirror, reflecting light. Breathe in light, breathe out grace. Now, sense this golden light expanding beyond your body. It forms a luminous sphere around you, about 3 feet in every direction. This is a light mirror field, a living frequency of protection and truth. Within this field, all distortions dissolve. Now, see many spheres of light around you. The other participants, each glowing brightly. Now all these spheres gently merge, forming one radiant globe of golden violet light. You are one light, one breath, one peace. Feel Babaji's presence in the center of this collective heart. May this peace spread to every home. You can silently repeat within. May this peace spread to every home, every nation, every soul. Visualize rays of light traveling across the earth, touching oceans, forests, cities, and people. Restoring harmony where there is fear. You are the instrument of that peace. You are the yantra of that peace. You are the vessel for that peace. Always remember. The vessel that is surrendered for the divine purpose. And then The light descends and flows through us in the collective. Now gently bring your awareness back to your body. Feel your feet on the ground, your breath steady. Bow inwardly to Babaji and to your own higher self. Whisper, Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. I am light, I am peace, I am reflection. Take one final deep breath, and when you are ready, you can open your eyes, carrying this calm radiance into the rest of the session today. Now I'm going to share some messages. So the first message I would like to share is for this Peace Tribe and for Scott. And then the 3 messages for everybody. You can select the numbers 1, 2, 3. It'll take a few more minutes. The message from the Light Mirror Field by Babaji for Scott and the Global Peace Tribe is, beloved ones, you have gathered not by coincidence, but by the call of the one heart. The vibration that unites you is ancient, born long before these lifetimes. When souls pledged to hold the current of peace during times of human noise. Each time you come together in sincerity, the earth feels it as a pulse of relief, like rain falling on thirsty soil. Peace is not a goal to reach. It is a natural fragrance of consciousness when it remembers itself. Scott, dear one, you are a bridge keeper. Your voice, presence, and platform carry a rhythm that invites countless others to remember their own song. Do not measure your impact in numbers or applause. The true ripples of your work move through unseen worlds, activating hearts you may have never met. You may never meet. And the message for Global Peace Tribe, this tribe is, you are being asked how to deepen from inspiration into embodiment. To let the peace you speak of become the way you walk, breathe, listen. Hold stillness amidst movement, compassion amidst disagreement, light amidst the shadows of change. Together you weave a new grid of consciousness, where collaboration replaces competition and remembrance replaces fear. Babaji blesses this circle with golden radiance. May every session, song, and conversation become a mirror through which humanity sees its own divine face. Stand not as seekers of peace, but as emanations of the peace that has always been. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now I have 3 messages for everybody here. Between 1, 2, 3, you can select any number that resonates with you in this moment. And that's a message from Babaji, from the light mirror field. For you, it's a transmission, it's a blessing, it's an answer to your questions. So Pick the number. Touch your heart and you can pick the number. And now I'm going to share the messages. So the first message is, the number one message is, for the people who have selected number one, is for the one who feel overwhelmed. Beloved, you're not falling apart. You are being rearranged into truth. What seems like confusion is the light dissolving the old pattern. Breathe. The current knows exactly where to take you. You are safe inside the heart of the divine. This was the number one message. The second message for this tribe is, this is for the one seeking direction. Do not rush to find the path. Let the path find you. Each breath you take in stillness draws your purpose closer. When the mind grows quiet, the soul steps forward. Trust the whisper that feels like peace. That is Babaji's voice, or your higher self's voice. Now the message number 3, this is the last message, is for the one ready to shine. Your light no longer needs permission to exist. You came to remind others of what love looks like in motion. Stand tall, speak gently, and let your joy become prayer. The universe celebrates through you now. May each heart receive exactly what it needs in this moment. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha, Om Kriya Babaji Namaha, Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. Thank you, Babaji. Thank you, angels. Thank you, my higher self. Thank you, the guides, for your presence, for the guidance, for the support and protection. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. And before you leave, I want to share a few things and acknowledge the background behind me is something that I got from you, and I use it quite a bit. A lot of our Global Peace Tribers have seen this background. So
Oh, wow.
thank you. And of course, Babaji is the one this way, right over my shoulder here. And of course, with our beloved Paramahansa Yogananda Ji, I saw Carol Craig putting up Autobiography of a Yogi. How many of you have been deeply touched by the book Autobiography of a Yogi, or by for many of us, our master teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda Ji, and his master, Babaji? So thank you very, very much. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up there. Yes. And I've got a video to play. So I'm going to play this video and then we'll chat a little bit about it.
Sometimes we also tend to attach with the experiences, right? That when we do this, we should get this experience. Like meditation, also people say, when we do, we are not getting experiences, or like we should not, because the more you expect, the more it will run from you.
Yeah.
The more you do with the trust and the faith, the more it will come.
Tonight, step into a sacred current of light and remembrance. Join Ragini, founder of Light Mirror, for a soul-to-soul experience with chanting, meditation, and readings. Receive intuitive guidance from the field of Babaji and reconnect with the divine truth your soul carries. Register now or watch for free on Soul Search TV, YouTube, and Facebook.
Wow. So share with us a little bit about, and Barbara, of course, pop on in with about what you're going to be doing on Soul Search TV.
Ragini, do you want to take it away?
Sure. Yeah. So on Soul Search, what we are doing is so basically, like I said, Light Mirror is about remembrance, and it's like this is a field where Babaji himself is guiding people. So when they come in the sessions and with the questions and with whatever clarity they need, I set the intention, I invoke Babaji's presence, and as per my guidance that I'm getting, and he gives the messages for these people and the steps, like what are the challenges they're going through, what is the next step for them, and how they can resolve the challenges and further, continue with their journey. And this is the way I'm getting guided is mostly about purpose. This whole thing is about activating people who are going to help humanity at this point of time. So Babaji is going to activate them and awaken them so that they are remembering their purpose, and this they can also be, I mean, through Light Mirror I can support them to also get started of serving people. So this is the platform for the guides, for the conscious creators, leaders. And so my 5 years 6 years of experience in the digital marketing, like building the platform, how to write the messages and how to conduct the program, the coaching. So this is where all of this is connecting. So ultimately on the Soul Search, what I'm doing is having people with their questions and then give them the next steps in their purpose journey.
It's really an amazing experience. For those of you who don't know, besides our regular programming on Soul Search TV, we offer these live events where you have the opportunity to be a part of the show, to join in, to experience firsthand the amazing power of everything that is happening, and to ask questions. And so I put the link in the chat for Ragini's live event on Soul Search TV. It's at 6 p.m. every other Thursday, correct? I'm remembering that correctly.
Yes.
Every other Thursday.
Yeah.
We're doing 12 episodes. We're already in, I can't remember which one we're on.
The second episode has just happened.
Okay, second episode, it just happened, so you still have time to join in. This is right up all your alleys here. I know that for a fact. Join in live. It is really a beautiful experience. And you felt Ragini's energy tonight. It is amplified a million times over in her own live show. And, we look forward to having you all there and just to keep experiencing your light and your love. Just having the line that you said tonight, having remembrance replace fear. And
Yes.
so these types of events help us all to remember who we truly are and why we are here specifically in this time. So that remembrance becomes greater than any fear we might be experiencing on our human level right now. So to participate with you in these events, for me, it's like taking care of my teeth. I brush my teeth in the morning. I go have a live event with Ragini to help heal my soul, and so I can remember why I'm here.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful experience.
Ragini, one of our people, Dr. Laura, has a question for you. So, Dr. Laura, go ahead and unmute and ask your question.
Hi. Hi, Ragini. That was a beautiful meditation. Thank you. And those messages were just gorgeous. Yogaraj talks about the Kalki avatar having been come back in embodiment and is a 14, 15-year-old boy living in a town in India. Is there anything you can tell us about this person?
Yeah, so see, I mean, it's like there are different versions of this whole story. The way I see is that, so the names are different, but it's the frequency of, I think, this light, which is, the consciousness that is descending on earth. And you can call it Maitre, or you can call it like, different other names people are also calling from different cultures. But so Kalki is given by the Indian, as per the Indian scriptures, the name. But Babaji, like the Yogiraj, right? He himself has given this analogy that, how it's the same concept, but in different religions shared about. And so he's saying that he's already born. And I feel that the way I'm understanding, you see how spirituality is picking up and the consciousness is rising. And that is the sign that he's already here. And according, I mean, this is what I believe. And then the way I connect and the way I'm getting guided is that there are about 144,000 people. This is where the number 144, this also, a lot of people are seeing this angel number. And so it's like all of these people who are meant to serve, if they awaken, they activate and they get awakened, and the consciousness will shift and rise. And that is where, that's what the collective frequency is about Kalki. I mean, the way I'm understanding is a lot of people are going to rise and raise the consciousness, and that is where we all have to play the part in the Kalki consciousness, you know, the descent of Kalki. And the names could be different, that's what I'm understanding. I mean, as per, because I listen to so many other different gurus and teachers, and I hear keep similar stories in different cultures. So the names are different names, but it's a frequency I understand, which is like extremely, you know, powerful time right now of this era. And our role as like people who are feeling this call to serve, their responsibility is to get like awaken and start serving. This is the way I'm understanding, I mean, my own understanding about from the light mirror field.
So do you think there's going to be 144,000 like Babajis and Jesuses and Yoganandas walking around in like a couple years?
No,
that would be fantastic.
I mean, I think these beings, they are not coming as humans or doing it. They are the frequencies again, you know, and ultimately we are also frequencies only, right? This body and mind is not we are, you know. So they are guiding us in that, from that you know, different realm, I would say, different dimension. They're guiding, and they're already guiding. But I'm talking about 144,000 people, as in, it's not exact number, but what I'm understanding, on earth there are several people who have come for this time, for this kind of you know, the shift in the consciousness. And those are people, I mean, human beings I'm talking about, like as per the scriptures. And so, but many of them are not yet awakened. That's the thing. Very, like a small number of people are activated and actually, you know, serving and being aware and conscious, but most of the people are not. And that is why the divine beings, Babaji, and, you know, all of the beings that you talked about, they are supporting this whole movement, this whole consciousness rise, and which is going to get more and more clear in the coming months and the time. It's not very far. It's like it's happening already. And you know, I'm clearly, you know, seeing, like, when I do the sessions, you know, last time I did a full moon session, amazing meditation, everything. Just when the meditation ended and the last person gave the thanks, we saw a shooting star at the same time in my backyard. I have never seen in my backyard a shooting star, like from my backyard sitting, right? That was a very, and I got the message that it's clear sign that you're being witnessed. I mean, you guys are sitting here doing it, activating. So you're being witnessed by the divine, right? And that's what these beings are watching and guiding us as humans, because we are also those frequencies coming from those realms, and we are here for a purpose. And so if this resonates with people here, I don't know, but this is what, in the simple language, I can share based on my understanding, because nobody knows actual things, right? Like, we just have kind of experiences and the feelings and the intuition. There's no fact, there is no data still, but it's just, you can see the stories happening around you, right? Like how there are, like, you know, challenging times also at the same time spirituality is on the rise. People who were not even spirituality, like, you know, they're very far from spiritual concepts, they are now listening. I mean, when I talk to people before and now when I talk to them, I see much more openness. So people are receptive because there is a shift happening. So before, if you were meditating like tens and 20, like decades of your meditation, versus now in months of meditation, you can evolve. This is the power of the time right now we are in. And so we should be considering ourselves blessed and take this opportunity to rise and be a part of this frequency. You know, this is the you can call it like the Kalki, right? That's what I mean. You can give any name, but it's a frequency. It's a collective frequency is on the rise.
I want to thank you, Ragini, very much for your time and your incredible wisdom. Congratulations on the great work that you're doing. And for people who want more, her website is lightmirror.ai. lightmirror.ai. And there's a lot of wonderful things there for you. And of course, you can also find her on Soul Search and Soul Search TV.
And I put the link to her live event in the chat.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Laura, for the question, and hope it gave some clarity based on my unlimited understanding, I would say. But it's all good. That's what I'll tell you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you again so much.
Thank you, Barbara.
There's so many comments that have come in from our audience, Barbara. I can't read them all. I'm just going to read a few that kind of sum it up. Eleanor Joy writes, "The shift is happening. Beautiful words are spoken everywhere." Desiree pointed out that Babaji kept lighting up when Ragini moved her hand. So that was pretty cool. And Susan writes, "These are dynamic interaction experiences." So very, very cool. We're going to have a couple of announcements, and then we're going to go to a closing song with Omar Shah. Are there any final thoughts or announcements you'd like to make, Barbara?
Yeah, just really quickly, Ragini's live series that you can participate in is one of 4 that we're offering right now. So I am right now putting a link in the chat so you can see all 4 and click on the links to participate in all 4. We have, of course, Light Mirror Reflections with Ragini, Intuitive Connection with Victoria Shaw, who not only has a series, she also does these live shows with us as well. Becoming Whole Healing with Francie Soito, and Seeing Beyond Living Transformed with mediums Kelly and Cheryl. Again, you can participate, get readings, ask questions. You can look for the times there, and you can see how to register to attend those events. We would love to see you all there. It is really, the live events are truly an extraordinary experience. And then I'm also...
let me just quickly show people, because a lot of people watching are not in our Zoom room.
Yes.
If you're not in the Zoom room, but you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, go to soulsearch.tv and then click /live-reading-and-healing. Or if you just go to soulsearch.tv and you scroll around, you'll be able to find it.
Absolutely.
And these are the shows that Barbara has been sharing with us. Okay, Barbara, go ahead.
And just really quickly, we've got our 2 coming live events. Of course, we talked about Soul Search TV, which is an amazing universe in of itself, but we also have our live enlightenment expos for all of you to attend. We do at least 1 per month. And our next one is coming up next weekend here in Burlingame, California, Northern California. That's October 18th and 19th. And then we've got Reno coming up that we've mentioned a few times today. Really fun, really powerful area. That's coming up October 25th and 26th. Scott is showing you the links there. You can go to soulsearch.io and find everything there. But I've put the specific links if you're interested in a specific expo in the chat. But if you go to soulsearch.io, click on Enlightenment Expos, you will see all of them. And we are setting our calendar for 2026. It's going to be an amazing year.
Beautiful. Barbara, it's always such a joy. I hope I'll see you in Reno.
We
will be doing a Sacred Sunday show from Reno on Sunday, October 26th. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow. And I hope I get a chance to see you. And I know that I'll meet some of our soul searchers that night. And I'm going to come in on Saturday. I booked the room at Saturday night at the, so we'll hang out on Saturday and Sunday.
Jazzy Bear and Winston, our pups, can.
Jazzy Bear is excited. She's right down here looking at me.
I'm going to tell Winston.
All right. Love you, Barbara. Thank you so much.
So much. Love you all.
Hey, I'm going to put the spotlight on our friend Mark Danisovsky because he's got a really fun announcement to make. You have to unmute, Mark.
Yes, as you can see, sometimes I play along, and the song that Rana sang earlier, I was playing along, and it was
Rhea.
It was beautiful, and so on Thursday, I'm playing an Oktoberfest concert at Vision Center for Spiritual Living. Those of you who tuned in last week to the Omashar concert that we did together. So that's what I do. I travel around. I play with the symphony. I'm the musical director at Vision, but for fun and for serious cash, I play Oktoberfests around Southern California and around the country, actually. And so I'm going to be doing a solo concert on Thursday, the 16th. I put a link in the chat so you can join in, and it's a donation basis. And if you're going to have an Oktoberfest dinner or something like that, and you want me to accompany it, you can just get the link and watch on Thursday. Or if you're on the East Coast and it's too late for you, you can have the link for a month. So, but I'd love to see you all there. And one thing that I have done, Ragini, that the vibration that she resonates to us is really the field that I lived in when I moved to San Diego and I moved down the street from Self-Realization Fellowship. So I've been surreptitiously channeling that energy in all the different performances that I've done over the years. If I'm playing with the symphony or if I'm playing in a theater, I try to have Babaji and Yogananda come to these gathered groups of people and just give them whatever the benefit that they can have. So I've kind of been a missionary, a stealth missionary. So let's invite Babaji to a polka concert on Wednesday or Thursday night. So I'd love to have you tune in, and it would be great. And if you're in San Diego, you can come to Vision Center for Spiritual Living right down by San Diego State on Highway 8. So
beautiful, Mark. Thank you so much for all that you do. We
Thank
love you very much. Absolutely. Wow, what a night. Well, we are going to close it in the most wonderful way possible, and that is a closing song with Omashar, with Desiree providing that magic that she provides, and hopefully some of you dancing away with them.
That is awesome. Yes, an awesome night. And Mark, I can see Babaji and Yogananda doing polka. Holy smoke. But I love it that you surreptitiously have all of these vibrations in and amongst your music. And having spent time with you, I know that you're the real deal, brother, and I love you so much.
Thank you.
And yes. And here's a group song. We've sung it many times. I'm going to put the chat in the link and the lyrics in the chat. Keep yourself muted, but sing with us. And those of you on FaceTube and YouBook, you'll see it. You'll pick it up and just sing along, because singing is a vibration only you can gift to yourself, and it's pretty amazing. So here we go. Oh yeah, in the chat. Here we go, in the chat. There it is. Why have we come to earth? Do you remember? Why have we taken birth? Why have we come to love, serve and remember? To love, serve and remember. Why have we come to earth? Do you remember? Sing louder. Why have we taken birth? Why have we come to love, serve and remember? serve and remember. Two more times. Why have we come to earth? Why have we come? Hey, I'm muting some people. Diara. Why have we taken birth? Why have we come to love, serve and remember, to love, serve and remember, to love, serve and remember. Okay, last time. And Scott, you've got to sing along to this. Come on, brother. Why have we come to earth? Do you remember? And Jazzy, why have we taken birth? Why have we come to love, serve and remember, to love, serve and remember. Gallery view, to love, serve and remember, to love, serve and remember, to love, serve and remember, to love, serve and remember. Can you put it on gallery view, Scott?
It is on gallery view, my friend.
Sorry, I couldn't see. Last time. Why have we come to earth? Do you remember? Why have we taken birth? Why have we come to love, serve and remember, to love, serve and remember, to love, serve and remember. Whoa.
Thank you so much for that beautiful reminder. And I did put it on gallery view.
I couldn't move my fingers to press the button, so I only had me, and I thought, no, where is everybody gone?
No, we've been on gallery, and that's such a beautiful reminder and such a perfect way to close out a powerful, powerful show. Thank you, Barbara, Victoria, Katya, Ragini, Bob the Psychic, Victoria. I said Victoria. Anyway, and most of all, our audience. Love you guys, all you Global Peace Tribers. Have a beautiful Sacred Sunday tomorrow. Remember, we can make it a Sacred Sunday by Seeing the Divine in All. And yes, Jasmine Bear is here saying, Dad, I'm ready for dinner. And she's also ready for bedtime. So much love. Love you all so much.